Hi everyone.
Good
Test.
evening.
Hi everyone.
Today, are we announced or
Yeah, I
unannounced?
thought you,
Is it unannounced?
unannounced,
Unannounced, yes.
impromptu.
Yes, so we'll give
突
everyone.
然突然突然间 Is it? Oh my god. What is that? 慧怡？
突然间。
突然间。
对，是。
Huh, softer 啊
是的，
Why is it
是的。
very loud 啊？突然间。
Yes. Because it's impromptu, so we'll just give everybody a couple of minutes before we continue.
Yep.
Have you already done it?
Nope, I've not
Oh,
done it.
okay,
You do it. I
alright.
just see whether it's like
Okay,
going
why don't
live or
you
not.
continue with
Yeah,
the
I will
hellos?
continue on with the hellos. Why don't you continue with the hellos? We have like a lot to share later
Already
on.
hello everyone again.
Cameras here. yeah.
Okay.
Which is which? I also don't know which page.
Alright. So to my personal page, yeah, correct.
Looks
Yeah.
the same.
It's not the same. It's different. One with a hat and one without a hat. Okay. I'm just waiting for like anyone. Just say hi. Okay. Anyone there? Okay. This is who's my page, right? Okay, correct. Okay, so just anyone who is like so happen to stumble upon this live, okay, who are tuning in right now, we are not expecting too many of you because this is unannounced.
Impromptu.
Impromptu. Okay,
突然间。
Hui Yi is that
对。
突然间, correct? Okay, Hui Yi is also here with us, by the way. I guess it's like that's the best thing of like in a way staying in the same neighborhood.
Yes.
Like a stone throw away. Okay? Right? The best thing is I can anytime call into Joseph and say, hey, do live lah, come.
Yeah.
Okay? Then his answer is always sure.
Hi to Christy from
Hi,
Singapore.
Christy. Okay, Christy is there.
Hi to
okay.
Ling Yi.
Ling Yi.
Wei Ling,
Hello.
sorry, I think it's
Wei Ling.
Wei Ling.
Yi Wei Ling, yeah.
Yeah, Wei Ling, is it? Okay, Wei Ling. Okay, Yi Wei Ling.
So we are back at our home base, Kuala Lumpur, with the whole setup, the whole green screen and the whole works,
Yeah.
and cross-posting to many pages. So that's always a benefit of streaming from our home base.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a very impromptu Facebook Live, okay, because it's like up to today, all right. I mean we are blessed, okay, we are very blessed that even up to today that there are still in a way participants signing up for the Nepal Sacred Souls Journey for 2024 happening in October. Where Christy, okay, you'll be like with us, looking forward to that. Meanwhile, please enjoy the Lake District. I heard from Nicole. All right, that you are joining Sally Forest at the Lake District, right? Okay, that's so awesome, and I'm so envious. How could you guys enjoy such a beautiful, serene, and like beautiful place while we are like in a way like struggling up there in Tibet? Okay. All right, but nevertheless, okay, the purpose of tonight's sharing itself is like because we still do have inquiries and we still do have sign-ups even up to today. We have one more sign up, okay, up to today. And I thought that, okay, I just want to like share this again, all right? Why Soul's Journey through Nepal? Why is this the whole enlightenment, okay, through Hellfire Part 1 happening this year, 2024, going through this sacred land of Nepal, okay? From, of course, not so much on the spiritual perspective, but more so on a metaphysical perspective. Okay, I'm going to share with you, right, some of the pointers here because it's like in the briefing, because of course we have numerous briefing leading up to the whole entire, I would say, journey. Before it officially starts, we have briefings, okay, heading towards it. In the briefings itself, you have a more detailed, okay, explanations in terms of the energy perspective, in terms of the spiritual perspective, and in terms of the metaphysical perspective itself, okay, why it has to start with Nepal, why it is this year, okay, so that is the thing, okay, that prompt today's sharing. Yeah.
Yes, so shall we start?
Start.
Let's go ahead. Let's start.
What?
We're just going to revisit why Nepal for 2024, right?
Yeah.
Just sort of to put it all in perspective. So I think it's a good opportunity for not just the students who have already signed up for Soul's Journey Nepal, right? Just to kind of, recalibrate back to the awesomeness of the lineup of the energy. But then also, of course, if you have been sitting really on the sidelines, I'm sure there's nothing new for you, right? And if you really want to join us last minute, the good news is we do have a few more spots.
Yes.
And then we're looking forward to really round out the numbers to make it an even more meaningful trip.
Yes.
So stay tuned and for the explanation.
Yeah, it's not compulsory, okay, but I thought it's like that has been my intention all this while. I mean, besides the very first intention of like limiting it to 30 students, okay, but of course those like it happened last year. Those were histories, okay, and then somehow we do have like in a way an enormous amount of participants who are very very interested into this particular sacred souls journey itself, and therefore the team, after much considerations and like in a way dealing with our partners in Nepal itself, okay, we have decided to in a way allow more participants to join this particular sacred journey itself. And of course, up to now, I am only a few seats away from my visualized, I would say, number. Okay, so yeah, so I thought of like, okay, let's come up with this Facebook Live and see anyone who's interested, okay, anyone who's called to it, anyone who in a way feel that they also would like to join us, okay, this October in Nepal, together with the rest of the participants, okay, an awesome load of like 100 participants, okay, who have signed up. The last one who made that 100 mark, okay, sign up today. All right, because we do have a few participants who, in a way, we somehow feel that probably they might not be ready, okay, for the sessions yet, okay, or whatever, even way before, all right, the first initial stage, okay, we have also some dropouts, okay, along the way itself, okay, where probably energy itself, okay, in a way, probably needs more of alignment, but glad to say and grateful to say that as of today itself, we have our 100th okay, participant who sign up, okay. Christy said, can't wait to hear more. Can definitely feel the connections to Nepal. Somehow keep stumbling upon the impromptu Facebook lives regarding the trip. Yeah, okay, speaking of which, yeah, Christy, right, I don't see you much on, like, in a way, Facebook Live, but somehow, when it comes to the Nepal-related sacred journey itself, okay, Christy is somehow caught to it. Okay, Gary will be joining us as well. Junie will be there. Very, very nice to see all of you here. Right, somehow it's like I got a glimpse of the names. Is that somehow because I keep on reciting, okay, the Soul's Journey through Nepal's participants list, okay, when we go to the Sun and Moon Lake as well, okay, the Manasorova, okay, lake itself, is that we have to recite all the names, okay, so somehow the participants' names itself becomes like a part of my memory, okay, so like what Gong, you have said it, let's start, okay, with the slides, okay,
just
so
a quick hello to Al Gems, Beryl,
yeah,
as well as Pei and Cecilia Chum.
yeah, you're tuning in from your page, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this is consecutively in a way, okay, simultaneously, okay, stream onto different pages, onto Josen's pages, of course. For those of you who have not liked Josen's official page itself, please do so, okay, please like Josen's page, okay, and of course Kong Yu's page as well, okay, if so happens some of you who have not followed Kong Yu on this page itself, please do so and like, okay, or maybe for some of you who have not even followed my page, okay, please do so as well, okay, but anywhere, okay, whichever page that you're following, somehow you'll get the content, you'll get the same messages and the same sharing from us because we are from the Soleil Trinity, finally.
Yes.
After so long.
Quick hi to Nofirus. Okay.
Like seriously? Okay.
Everyone else is
so
watching.
long, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
after so long,
Okay.
okay, the Trinity has emerged, okay. So of course, okay, talk from a metaphysical perspective itself, you know that this year's flying stars, you need to know feng shui in order for you to, in a way, be able to follow all our soul's journey or sacred journey as well. Because all the soul's journey, in a way, emphasizes a lot of energy works. Okay, you can call it spiritual work, energy works is the same thing, and it's also part of feng shui. All right. So in a way, besides energy work, okay, it also in a way focus a lot of like in a way date selection as well. Right, so in order for you to follow our sacred soul journey, you know that every particular dates, okay, the month that we have chosen, the year that we have chosen, the days that we have chosen, okay, it is all in a way taking into considerations of like Chinese metaphysics in terms of feng shui, I Ching, or in also inclusive of the date selection. So this year's flying star charts, okay, you can see here, okay, the star tree at the center, and I want to focus at star 1. Why, in a way, we curated this Sacred Souls journey. Now, you know, Sacred Souls journey, in a way, blessingly started, okay, from Egypt. The point of origins, where everything started in terms of, like, humans' existence, okay? So those of you who follow the, I would say, the soul journey through Egypt, you know about it, okay? You know about how I talk about the out of Africa sort of theory of like all early Homo sapiens, okay, or humans, okay? right? And from there itself, it spreads towards different parts of the world, right? So now, okay, we are talking about, when we talk about Africa, we talk about the one of the oldest mountain range, okay, which existed in the South Africa region. All right, so if you look into mountain ranges, now mountain ranges are very important when it comes to feng shui, right? So when it comes to feng shui, you look at mountains. And the origins of mountains, okay, the origins means the backbone, the origins and the beginnings, okay, of all mountains starts from the mountain ranges. This is like the spine, okay, or the backbones, okay. So all the stars, whatever stars that you talk about in terms of feng shui, okay, it all origins from the spine. And this spine itself, we're talking about the mountain ranges. All right, so the first Sacred Souls journey, okay, started from one of the oldest, okay, the oldest mountain range, okay, in human histories up to now, which is detected near the South Africa region. All right, so therefore, it's like in order for us to recollect the soul, recollection of the soul, to in a way go back as deep as possible, okay, of this, I would say, manifestations of this soul into different lifetimes up to this lifetime itself, right? We goes back into the oldest mountain range, which is South Africa, okay? So now this year, we in a way initiated a Sacred Souls journey that focuses on manifestation, okay? Now, manifestations, now meditations means going back to the past, okay? It needs to go back to the oldest mountain range, which is the South Africa mountain range. So now, this year, we want to, in a way, initiate something relating to manifestation, right? We have the past, which is meditation. Why we meditate? Because we want to go back to the past as deep as possible, okay? To go back to our root as deep as possible. So now for this year, we go into manifestation. We want to focus on manifestations to bring forward this energy to the future, okay? So in order to do that, we have to, in a way, initiate a place which is also belonging to the most active and also the youngest mountain range, okay, in current moment. So for probably many of you already know that, okay, the youngest mountain range, okay, in human, I would say, knowledge up to now is, of course, the Himalayan range, right? Himalayan range where, okay, you will see that this range itself is still actively growing. It is actively growing, moving, okay, right? And then also, you also host, okay, a few like tallest peak in the world. All right, okay, so all this tallest peak itself in a way always in a way exists, okay, mainly at the still I would say the youngest mountain range and also the active mountain range itself, okay, and of course one of it is of course Mount Everest,
Mount Everest,
which
yeah.
we are so blessed, okay, to have this like close vicinity, okay,
Yes.
with Mount Everest itself. Like the energy and all that was like intense. It is great. It is so magical.
Yeah.
All right. So in order to do that, of course, we know that we need to initiate this particular soul's journey somewhere around the Himalayan range. And you know, Himalayan range itself, okay, in a way, it's stretched over a few countries, okay? Of course, it's stretched over like Nepal, it's stretched over Bhutan, it's stretched over Tibet, okay? All this falls under the Himalayan range, okay? But why Nepal? Of course, during the briefings, okay, of the whole sacred journey itself, we will go deeper and we look deeper into that. But of course, if you are like in a way given like a chance to look it up, okay, you will find that the special things about this particular range or around this range itself, right, there are actually several countries, okay, which have not been in officially histories of like I mean say human civilizations, that this some of these countries itself, right, have not fully in a way been, how to say the Taoki is what
Conquer
conquered.
areas and countries.
Yeah,
right?
okay, areas
Areas
and
of
countries.
countries.
Yeah, areas of countries
Yeah.
in a way, right? There are some of these countries itself have not been conquered, okay, or colonized. All right, because you know, like there are many different places in the world itself has been colonized, especially the British colony itself, okay, including Malaysia. All right, but you see that Nepal, okay, falls under Bhutan also, okay, all right, and Nepal falls under one of these specific special location that have not been fully colonized, okay, or conquered by another, I would say, country or force of power. Right, there are a few of them if you really make a search, right? And all these countries itself, they are amazing in their own way, right? One of them, of course, is Nepal, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Nepal is definitely not mistaken, okay? Bhutan, right? Thailand, okay? Because if you look, I mean, if you travel to Thailand, you know that Thailand is also a very special like energetic place as well. Okay, and then of course one of my new interests is Japan. Right, in Japan, okay, in fact, all of the countries, okay, that I've mentioned, Japan always appeared on the top, okay, because you see Nepal, okay, or like probably like some of the other areas like China, it has not been fully conquered by others, but parts of China has been colonized, okay, because China is so big. So you cannot fully, in a way, conquer the whole entire country, but you can see that probably in Shanghai, in Hong Kong, now part of China, in Tibet, now part of China. But a lot of all these different, I would say, cities and places has once been colonized, okay? Of course, by the British and all these things as well. But the country that appears, I mean, distract a bit lah, okay? The countries that appears, okay, based on my research and all that, okay, always at the top of the list is Japan. Never ever been conquered, never ever been colonized at all. So it means that Japan has always, in a way, carries its culture. All right, all the way from those old days up to now, the modern days. There have not been 侵犯啊，侵犯 say what? You understand? Been
Raped.
been That's my friend. 唔聲嚇你一驚。Alright, so yeah, Japan has not been raped. So pure kachukan. No kachukan, it's like pure breed. Okay?
Virgin.
But there's no mixed breed, okay, relating to it. My God, any Japanese followers
don't
here
know
is
what
like,
to say.
they will be. I'm sorry, okay?
So-
I mean, it's like, don't take offense
I
of
won't say
it.
anything
Okay?
else about this.
What is bailing himself out? Is
No, I mean, I don't know what it means. Yeah.
Gary is laughing out loud there. All right, yeah. This is what happened after you spend 3 weeks in Tibet. Okay? Right, and those like
But,
lacking of oxygen.
Okay.
Donald Poon say invaded.
Yeah lah,
Yeah, that's the right word.
invaded.
Yes.
Donna, please excuse him, right? Okay, so yeah, all right. So I mean, to me, it's like it's fascinating because it's like every particular location itself, there must be something with the energy of that land, okay, that in a way have prevented it, right, from the invasion. Thank you, Donna Poon. Okay, from the invasions of other source of power. Okay, and of course now this particular topic tonight itself we talk about Nepal. Okay, Nepal is definitely one of it. Everyone is like sweating.
But I mean, I cannot get the vision of not this topic, but you were saying basically, you know, when we were in front of Mount Everest, okay, I mean, not, you know, at base camp, even though the peak was almost
A
4,000.
few thousand
4,000 meters still up there, right?
8848.
Yeah, but when
we are at 5.
but when we went through that particular pass, and I was not expecting that viewpoint, which is a good thing, right?
Oh,
We
hi,
were-
Sok-Yi.
We're traveling through Tibet, and suddenly after because you know when you travel through Tibet, you have to go up and down the mountains, and then basically you go into flatland areas, right, which are in between mountain ranges. So we have to go through, literally, we have to pass through a lot of passes. This pass, that pass, and each pass is quite high, right?
Yeah.
And then we passed through this pass, the one with the 108 bends.
Yeah,
And then lo and behold, ta-da! And then there was the 5 highest peaks
yeah.
in the Himalayas right in front of us as a view. It's one of their tourist attractions, right?
That
and then
was such
it
a
was
wow moment.
jaw-dropping. That's how I would describe it. So as you were talking about the youngest Himalayan peaks and all that, that's the visual I keep getting,
Yeah,
right? And it was, it's very humbling, right? Because it's like, wow, 5 of the tallest Himalayan peaks right in front of you, one view.
yeah.
So I am very
And the
grateful.
energy there, I would say that is intense. I was just
Yes.
telling like Kong Yu, right? Okay, when I was in Tibet, despite I mean the low oxygen level, the headaches and all that, besides just the headaches, okay, I don't feel much of like knee pain lah, leg pain lah, whatever. Even you have to like really a lot of climbs, okay, a lot of hiking, a lot of climbs, right? Like seriously, if you ask me if you want to go hiking, my answer is always no. But then when I was there, right, it is like, yes, go, let's go, all right? And I don't feel the pain, right? Until I come back, I relax these 2 days itself, right? I feel like, okay, hey,
pain.
like my knee is like a bit acting up. But surprisingly, okay, when I was there, I don't feel, touch wood, any pain at all. We shall see, because we will be back.
Did you guys cry when seeing the peak?
I did
think
tear.
I teared, yeah.
We teared. All right, especially after the 108 band, remember? Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like when we see the peaks itself, at the same time, it like showers. Because it's like when we go up there,
Was that
And-
the same peak?
is it not the same peak?
No, it's a different
I think
peak.
it's a different peak.
Is it a
Yes.
different peak?
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
that one is
The
the
one,
lake
yes,
with the other peak itself.
right.
Oh, this one did I cry?
This is one of the first ones, I think.
This is
No,
this is the one we saw the wolf.
I think so.
Everest is the one that we saw the wolf.
No, I think we didn't cry also because we are grasping for air.
No lah, I mean
I-
there are
I-
a few moments that actually I was
course.
moved to tear.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, because definitely there are few moments, okay, when I see, because you see, you have to do so hard, you have to go through so much, okay, and going through, I mean, rising up to that pass,
You have to
okay,
pass over
you
the
can
range.
feel that the pressure is all
Yeah.
over you.
And then of course it
And
keeps
then of course
winding.
it keep winding 108, sort of like turning. And those of you, I mean, you are cramped inside this car without aircon, first of all, and then you don't open up so much of the window. It's because too much wind on your head, it will increase the chances of headache and stuff like that.
And some places are,
Yeah.
some stretches are very dusty.
Yeah, and then you just have to like keep on like in a way really like going up 108 and you cannot sleep because the guides are not allowing you to sleep. Okay, it's not easy. Okay, I would say that. Okay, because it was like a lot of like mental sort of like toughness. You have to just focus on your breathing, pretend everything is okay. But once you reach the peak and you see what's right in front of you, in Chinese we all say it's what like we say 守得雲開見月明 It's like when really you go all the way up there and you see this view right before you, right? It was so overwhelming that most of the time you will be moved to tears lah. Okay, let's put it that way. All right. So then, why are we so far away?
Yeah.
We're talking about the peaks.
Okay,
of
talking
the
about the peaks.
Himalayas.
Okay, let's come back here. So, well, this year we know that, of course, Nepal, the Himalaya range and all that is one of the magical position, okay, which is the youngest mountain range and also the most active mountain range, which is in a way currently still existing and moving energetically. Okay, it's like the how to say it, the Manglong. Manglong means it's like the active dragon when it comes to feng shui perspective. And of course, this year itself, you will see that star 1 is actually at the east position. Now, this year we want to focus on manifestation. Right, last 2 years onwards, we focus on going deep, recollection of the soul, okay, knowing who we are, right? And then we want to bring, okay, this group of students, majority of those students who attended the first year of Soul's Journey, they adjourned to Nepal, okay, which is like the second part of thing, okay, where you go back to your roots, you understand your past, you know yourself, okay, you rediscover or relocate yourself. Now you go into manifestation. You want to throw this seed out there to the future to manifest the things that you wanted to, in a way, get manifested in your life. Okay, so now we focus on star 1. Star 1, of course, in terms of feng shui, people talk about it like nobility star, so on and so forth. Okay, why is it nobility star? Because star 1 is supposed to be like a guardian star to you. Okay, it's the star of the light that guides you, that leads you forward. Anything that represents the future, especially now that we are in period 9, right? When we're in period 9 now, okay, the current Dongwang, the current prosperous stars is 9 and the future star is 1. So whenever you want to talk about manifestations, okay, besides just focusing on star 9, you also have to take into account of star 1, as 9 and 1 is a perfect 10 combination as well. Okay, so this year is a time where I in a way chose to focus on the star 1, which is the east direction. So if you look at the star 1 over here, okay, you will see that, right? Now here, of course, we talk about ascension of energy and descending of energy. So why we need to ascend energy, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to go back to the source of the origins of things, okay? Means that we believe in terms of spirituality, every one of us, okay, are sorts of a spirit, okay? We are all energy beings, okay? Or this physical, human, temporary manifestations in this lifetime is for us to learn certain lessons and for us to, in a way, gain certain experiences in life, okay? So therefore, now we have what we call the earth life, okay? The earth life, the earth being this earthly world, that's where we are. And when we are at this earthly world, we always have the intentions, the forward, the focus is always going back to the heavens direction. The heavens direction means that in order to do that, we have to keep ascending the energy. We have to keep pushing ourselves using the man luck, human luck, collective consciousness, the focus, okay, the awareness that we have, okay, to in a way raise ourselves, okay, energetically, so that we can detach from earth and in a way be emerged and together with the heaven. And that's the purpose of the soul's journey. Soul's journey is not really like going there, sit down there, manifest, do certain like chanting, certain mudras, and ta-da, okay, everything in your life becomes like perfect. No. Right, soul journey is all about, in a way, expediting experiences on earth. Okay, whatever emotions, experiences, good, not so good. Okay, all right, all these things brings onto our awareness, and having this awareness and focus itself. Okay, we uplift ourselves to detach it. We bring ourselves away. Okay, from who we really are, our immediate manifestations of reality, okay, and raise above it. The moment we can raise above ourselves, it means that the moment we can be higher than our normal self, our old self. Every moment that we are higher than ourselves, that is a touch of divine or a touch of divinity, okay, that will happen. Right? At the end of the day, it's like every moment, if we strive to be higher than our old self, we are the divine. Okay, we are one step nearer to the divine. And to me, right, that is the purpose of spirituality. Okay, so at the end of the day, we want to ascend the energy to heaven's love. Now, what is this heaven's position itself? Okay, of course, the nearest, I would say, star. Okay, that based on our system, based on metaphysics, is of course the North Star or the Polaris star. So the first purpose of like spirituality is finding our true self. Okay, our true self, knowing ourselves, who we are, what is our purpose, what is our lesson here. Okay, what is it that we have been siphoned out? Okay, we have been distracted so much from our true self that we have forgotten, okay, what our soul contract is. Okay, we have forgotten what is our purpose. We have forgotten our true value. We have forgotten our true power. Okay, so now we want to use this metaphysical sort of like energy to help us to achieve back to our true self. All right, our true north. Okay, some people call it our true north, which is the North Star or the Polaris star. Now, when you look into the feng shui perspective itself, right? Okay, so this year, star one, like Joseph is like,
Yes.
okay.
Excuse
Okay, it's okay. Luckily, he's the smallest among the trinities. Okay. All right. So you will see that star one this year, okay, is at the east, okay, direction. And this east direction, this quadrant itself, as you can see here, okay, Nepal is actually part of it. Okay. So if you see now, taking from the central is somewhere around Egypt. Okay, we all started the soul's journey through Egypt. Okay, so that is where your pyramids and your things are. Okay, that area from Egypt itself, if you measure out towards Nepal, okay, it is towards the east direction. Whereas Egypt is, I always say, that's your 5 yellow. So therefore, it's like I started 2 years ago, the soul's journey, okay, when all the stars are aligned with the 5 yellow at the center of the world map, okay. So now if you look at Nepal is at the east itself, there is a star 1. Now we look at the flying stars chart, okay. I'm sure many of you here are feng shui enthusiasts, okay. You've learned feng shui and all that. And of course, the flying stars concept of feng shui itself is based on what we call the the big dipper, okay, Bắc Tàu Sinh, okay. So these are the stars, okay, that are in a way governed by the big dipper star. So pay attention to these 2 stars here, Dabhe and Merak. Right, forever, all the time you will see that this big dipper itself, it actually changes positioning, okay, right above or even below the horizons, okay. Right on earth, you can see its positioning of its tail, in a way focusing or in a way turning into different direction. But always, what we see is, okay, in this particular big dipper star, always you will see that star 1, okay, and star 2, just now I said the Dabhe and the Merak star, are always pointing towards the North Star or the Polaris North Star. Okay, so you will see that the distance between star 1 and star 2, okay, right, if you times it 5 times, the same distance, 5 times of this distance, you will bring yourself up to the Polaris North Star, which is your true north, okay, which is like the brightest star, okay, in a way from our northern hemisphere at now, okay, from Earth looking out. So by looking at this, you know that that's why Dabhe is called the nobleman star. Why is it nobleman star? Because this star is supposed to be a star that helps us to find our true north. This is a star that's supposed to point us the way to our North Star or the Polaris star. So this year, we in a way knows that this star one, okay, resides, okay, at the east direction, which of course the east, they are very big. I mean, Japan is in the east, Taiwan is in the east, part of China is in the east, okay? There's a lot or a big direction of it is in the east, okay? So now the thing is, out of this big vast land itself, you have to find a sacred location. All right, I mean, it can be any of those cities or countries that falls under this big range of the eastern countries. All right, but as I mentioned, okay, Nepal, okay, having these histories of like so many years in existence, up to now has never been the Takloki, conquered, invaded, not raped, okay, all right, by any other source of power. There must be something in the way. Now, I'm not saying that it's like Nepal is the most advanced technology. It's not like Japan or whatsoever, okay? All right, this is not the most advanced technology. Yeah, not also saying that they have the most people, okay? It's not like China or India where in a way, it's like their civilians, their people, okay, are like so... There's so many of them. Okay, I always say, even every one of them spit on you, you'll be drowned. Okay, all right, you'll be dead drowned. Right, but Nepal is not one of those. All right, but somehow when this place itself, okay, over the years in histories have not fully been invaded by another source of power, there must be some energy that is guarding this particular sacred land. Okay, so first of all, the first layer is we have to see out of all the eastern countries, which one of it, okay, is like the special one. I mean, of course, it's like, you know, I love China, right? I love Chinese food. I've never really enjoyed so much of what takali set la, tali set la, momo la. Okay, once in a while, okay lah. But if you ask me to eat like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even up to a month, which I've been doing so every year since 2 years ago. Yeah, with Gong Yu.
The last one that we had was very good, by the way. The last set before we left.
Okay, that was when you have like 2 weeks of Sichuan things in Tibet. Okay, all right, but you know, it's like, I mean, Nepal wasn't really like my go-to place, to be honest. Okay, it was never ever even been in my list of like to go-to place. But somehow, when it comes to like really looking for a sacred soul journey or whatever, you know that you have to do the homework based on what is needed to do and not what you want to do. Okay, so when you filter out, okay, the special locations and the special sacred land that's protected by its energy, Nepal is definitely in a way one of it. All right, so now, okay, right, out of the whole Nepal, it is so big. You also have to find exactly where. I mean, we have spent like 2 years, okay, including this is 3 years, okay, but the past 2 years, every year we spend 1 month in Nepal. And we go to different places and different locations in Nepal, right? Some of it is touristy place, some of it is non-touristy place, okay? Right, we just have to find, and of course, it's like every place itself is like torturing because you have to take like, oh, the Tima one is like, how many hours? I've forgotten.
Tima was...
I don't know. Okay, but
Is it
it's
like
just
4 or 5 hours one way, I think.
but we do it in a
We did it
like
one day.
within 1 day, okay,
Yeah.
probably. And this 5 hours is like a never-ending 5 hours because the roads are not roads. Let's put it that way. So we went
Just
to
bum,
like
bum, bum,
just
bum, bum.
many different. Like we went to Timau, and Timau was like the only location, okay, in how to say in Nepal itself. In fact, in the world where you have the origins of your Bodhi seeds. Okay, your Bodhi seeds, like, you know, some of you probably you have like do chanting with a mala before, okay, and then this particular seeds itself is called a Bodhi seeds. It's only in a way available in this area, right? Somehow this particular Bodhi seeds are available in this place called Timau in Nepal, okay, and we went there, researched, I mean, including of like many other places as well, okay. It was really torturing until we finally find something that matched into the equation. And what equation is that? Because we want manifestation. We started with the roots of earth, okay, and then we want to bring it to heaven. You want manifestations means that you want to bring your seeds and send it to heaven so that it can be manifested out. And finally, it means that it needs to, in a way, serve into these equations, okay? I know maybe you can't see all of this, okay, but at least some of this, okay? So, Joseph have to excuse, okay? Right, so you will see that, okay, when it comes to Chinese metaphysics, the very 4 important portals or gates, okay, all right, Tin Mun, Tei Mun, okay, we call it. These are the 4 very important axes, okay, when it comes to your Bagua. All right, and the two most important one is the heavens portal, okay, which is in the way between the dog and the pig in the 24 mountains, and also the earth gate, which is in the snake man, but it is also between the dragon and the snake, okay, in terms of your 24 mountains. Now, this is what we call the heaven and earth axis, okay, right? This is the axis, it's like the gateway, okay, the portal to link between heaven and earth. Every time you want to do manifestations, okay, right, in a way relating to the heaven's gate is very important, okay. So now that we have understand this, so now the next thing is like we have to look into like Nepal, okay. So Nepal, you know that is at the east, okay, and you see so happen is like so many other countries. China, of course, okay, you can go Beijing lah, okay, you can go Shanghai lah, everywhere. All these countries here are considered from the central of Egypt is going to the east, right? But out of all these countries, you have to find the countries with magical energy, okay. So first layer, narrow down, we decided, okay, Nepal is one of them, Bhutan is one of them, but you also have to find sacred energy places that link to heaven and earth, sort of like manifestation. So from there, we'll know that why is this sacred Nepal, okay, journey itself. 你遮住晒啦，你揾唔到啊
So I better excuse myself.
He's trying to like, what am I blocking? What am I blocking? He's blocking this exactly. Okay, so you know that this is the Kathmandu Valley. Okay, and from the Kathmandu Valley, of course, I have identified a location where it's going to be initiating the start of the whole entire journey, okay, and that location is very important. It is part of the Kathmandu Valley, and from the Kathmandu Valley here, you see that this is the southeast, exactly southeast too, between the dragon and the snake, because the dragon and the snake, okay, is actually the governing, okay, you see, four animal sign. The dog, the snake, the dragon, and the dog is the governing animal sign of your Tin Law Tei Mao, okay? Because they hold the heavenly web and the earthly net, okay, of the axis, heaven and earth axis. And in between the dragon and the snake here, you have south east 2 here, exactly pointing towards the Kathmandu Valley, okay? That is your earth gate. And from here, you know that in order for you to find a location, okay, where it matches into the directions of manifestations, right? If this is the rooting, this is the rooting, this is the origins, this is the manifestations of the soul of itself, okay, right? The manifestations energy needs to go towards what? Northwest direction, because that is your heaven's gate. Earth and heaven is a pairing. So from here itself, we know, narrow down is we have to find from here, if this is a place that we visit, it cannot be just Kathmandu. It cannot be just like any other, like I would say, like, how to say, tourists, okay, that somehow focusing on this particular direction. So from here, you know that something must be magical towards the northwest direction. And of course, from there, after 2 years, okay, the first year we ended up here, right, okay, here, okay, or somewhere around that area. So we go all over the place except that. And the second year, okay, based on this, we have to study the map again, and we know that something must be there. So now on the second year, we go back for another 1 more month, okay, and then we find what are the magical things around this particular direction. And now we found Mutina, okay, which is exactly, if you see, the northwest, okay, from the Kathmandu area, exactly in that axis, right? So the Mutinak temple that we talk about, and this area we'll be visiting, the Jomsom area. Can you see Mapa there, darling?
Yes, in fact, I can share this part.
Of course can share. I was looking, is Shirley around? Now, never mind, Leanne is here. If Leanne is here, probably yours is around.
No, and it just, the couple of things, of course, one is the fun part, right? Because this is the Apple region of Nepal.
Yes,
right?
the
Mapa,
Apple region.
right?
Mapa.
And so, we already checked as well, October, where the actual real Soul's journey is going to take place, is apple season.
Yeah, because we can see the flowering and everything.
They're like little fruits
flowers.
right now, right? Flowers and all that. So that's going to be very fun. That's one. We're going to be visiting through the village as well. And also one of the specialties is actually apple wine, which is actually like apple brandy.
Yeah. Apple
Okay.
wine and apple brandy, both
different
separate.
different things,
Different,
right? And
yeah.
of course, we sampled some of it. It's off season,
Yeah.
but the wine, of course, can be kept lah.
Yeah,
So this is gonna
okay.
be very fun and exciting.
And the apple brandy is actually very good.
Yes,
Okay,
right?
but you're not allowed to drink when you're in Mutina,
Not in this
Leanne.
area because
Okay.
it's Thailand.
Yeah, so you have to tell your and Shirley if you're there, because I have to identify my children, right? I have this group of children who are like the drinking kakis, okay? They basically drink everywhere, right? So not in Mutina, okay? So you can buy those, we have arranged for you, okay? And you can bring it back down to earth here in Kathmandu Valley in your Grand Hyatt, okay? See, you have, but apple brandy is very good.
It's good.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so you can bring those apple brandy and apple wine, okay, back to your Grand Hyatt graduation dinner, and we already arranged everything, and you are allowed to drink as many as you want, okay? Not up there.
Yeah. And also, it just came to me when she was talking about this, the significance of apple, right?
Siyi, is Siyi part of the thing? I don't.
I believe she is.
No.
Huh? She's
Is
not
Siyi
going?
part of the group? No, I don't remember Siyi's name. Siyi, why are you not joining us in Mutina? Siyi, I need 8 more students to complete my 108. One whole mala of participants, okay, for the whole entire thing.
And if-
Siyi,
Yeah, and since you
I'm
went
not
to
sure Andrew Teo is watching here. I am still, in a way, having you, manifesting you in our mind. Siwei and Andrew.
Ziyi.
Siyi here also.
Ziyi, especially since you were in Tibet, right?
Maybe that's the problem. She's in Tibet and now Mutina is nothing to
I mean,
her.
but they're different energies. That's why, right? It's not just the altitude.
Yeah.
But yeah, this part, I mean, there's a significance of
Yeah, come to
apples.
think of it, I
and-
remember all the names. How
Heaven
come
and all
Siyi's
that.
name is not there? The trip is in October 11 to 20th. Siyi, all right, please join us. In a way, I am calling this out because I want 8 more, but not simply out. If you're not ready for the trip, because we do have people who wants to join, okay, but somehow it's not to say whatever, but somehow I just feel as a facilitator, the energy is not aligned, we couldn't accept you. But Siyi, you're more than ready, please come. All right, and if Siyi is coming, chances is like, what's her name, Anna Wong, okay, right? Because I don't see these 2 names, okay. These are the kaki. Shok Yi, where are you? Hey, Shok Yi, these are your babies, you know. It's your team 1, all the eating god. Shok Yi, how come you are not asking whether Si and Anna Ling is going or not? Okay, all right. So no fuss. If you can really arrange, okay, I would really highly anticipating and hope that you can join us, all right, on this. All right, come back to here. So now that we are fine, Mutina is part. Anna, yes, Leanne, you know, right? You remember her, okay? Right? Kathmandu and Mutina is exactly, okay, this particular direction. And I found Mutina, I was so happy, but I know Bus A, Leanne. Exactly, how can Bus A people not going, right? Okay, all right. So you will see that, okay, this alignment itself, okay, right, it is so, yeah lah, all the eating got so easy, right? So this alignment itself, now you see, but the thing is, we thought that we found Mutina, but Mutina is only part of it. That's why I say, in a way, enlightenment through hellfire, part 2, you have to stretch even further more than Mutina. But in order for you to manifest, okay, that's why, in a way, we have to go all the way, okay, to Mutina. After that, come back and go all the way to Tibet and Mount Kailash, okay, to ground the energy, right, under the sun and moon lake to all participants, okay. Everyone, I manifested 108 participants, right? In a way, I have to ground the energy of all these participants itself, okay, in order for them to be able to manifest. Because you see, up to Mutina is only part of it. If you want to talk about this is a chakra, right? Okay, Mutina, probably you go up to the 3rd eye. It's not the crown yet. It's not the ultimate. It's not the highest level yet. Because, okay, if you stretch this further, okay, right, you will see that, okay, from Kathmandu, go all the way to Mutina, is between your Qian and your Sun Gua. It means that this is your heavens and your earth gate. And if you stretch this further, you will see that now, you put the map further, you go into Google Map, you will see here, this is Mutina. This is where just now, okay, at the northwest direction. So from Mutina here, all the way to this Kang Rinpoche peak. Now, Kang Rinpoche peak is your Mount Kailash, okay? According to the Tibetans, they call them the Kang Rinpoche peak, okay? Right, Mount Kailash and Kang Rinpoche peak is the same thing. Now, if you can see here, these two particular leg over here, one is shaped like a crescent moon, and this is like more on a rounded. This is where we ground your energy. This is the sun leg, okay, which is Manasro Rova, okay, right? One of this is like, one of this is a fresh water, the other one is a salt water leg. This is a yin yang leg. Now later on, you will see in Mutina exactly how the temple is built, exactly how the water pools, okay, right in front of the Mutina temple is like a smaller micro version of Mount Kailash together with this pool of a yin yang pool. You will see exactly the formation right in front of Mutina temple. There is two pools right in front of it, one on the left and one on the right, okay. So the real deal, okay, after Mutina is the central of sending your manifestation through. And in order for these manifestations to come true, it is just Mount Kailash. Because if you want to link this particular two direction exactly from Mutina, this point, all the way to the peak of Mount Kailash, where your Kham Rinpoche is, exactly it falls under the southeast two and the northwest two positioning and directioning as well. Now, to me is, if you want to find a locations for a soul's journey, this is what you need to work on. This is what you need to find. It requires time. I mean, in a way, 2 years ago, okay, Siyi, please, you have to go, Siyi, please, okay? Right, I'm not trying to make your money out of it, but really, okay, this is really, really, because we put in a lot of effort, okay? Andrew Teo, if you're there, I know one day Andrew sure will listen to this one, okay? All right, Andrew, Siwei, Siyi, Anna, okay? At least this four first, I call unto you, try, okay? All right, I know as in like, I know two more lah, okay, which is in Bus B lah, but they are the spark of fire in Bus B one, okay, right? Nicole, do you know? Well, who is your team? See, Nicole already say, Ellen and Mei Yong, Nicole call to you. I know up to now, I have not seen your name, okay, probably you have other things going on or whatsoever, okay, I respect you for it, but let's say somehow last minute, if everything frees up, Ellen and Mei Yong, you are the light in our Bus B, okay? So yeah, as a mummy and as a teacher, somehow I feel that I'm still missing your names, okay? But no obligations, all right? Because everything on its time. But if you feel, okay, when you're nearing to the dates, if you feel that your schedule permits, okay, and time permits, we really hope and look forward to see you, Ellen, Mei Yong, Si, Anna, there's someone one just now, Andrew, and Siwei. Oi, I guess this particular Facebook Live is dedicated to them lah. 會唔好笑咁大聲啊你 like really one, okay? So you see that, because you see, when I first step onto like Nepal, I can immediately just do a trip there. In 2022, by latest 2023, I can just do a trip there. Why do I have to wait until this year? Because you see, sacred journey cannot rush. Okay, you have to wait for the right timing, you have to wait for the right alignment of the stars, okay, and you have to wait for all these locations to come out, okay, right? I mean, in a way, right, when I found these locations itself, you know that this is really in a way connecting by the sacred Nepal at this sacred temple in Nepal all the way to Mount Kailash. Now, only when you do, okay, like your research like this, you know that at the end of the day, all these sacred places links, right? It's all linkage one. There's no coincidence. You won't suddenly Mount Kailash over all these years. Why is it so magical? Why is it so special? Why Mutina is so special? Why like these certain temples in like in a way, Kathmandu is so sacred and so special amongst not only one religion but many different religions. Okay, something must be linked in terms of this energetic value. Okay, so for us, in order for us to, in a way, conduct a sacred journey like this, we have to do the research, we have to do the homework, okay? So we have done it. And now, okay, today we have our 100 sign up, okay, for the whole journey itself. I'm calling out to all the divines, the divinities and all that. I just need 8 more, okay? I just need 8 more to make it 108, because the whole entire sacred journey here, okay, 108 is a very special number. Okay, you will learn this, the meaning of it, how to tap into it, okay, throughout the whole entire journey itself. Okay, so I really hope out of these 8 itself, I have 6 specific names of choice. Okay, right. So I really hope, okay, if you can make it, please do make it.
There's
And of
a
course, yeah,
question here on the cost.
costs.
Mei Chan.
Mei Chan, okay, the cost the cost itself, okay, we are still honoring the very first price. I've never raised my cost because you see, from the very first day that we launched this, okay, supposedly between that time itself is the super early bird price, and then after that it will be more expensive, but we are very blessed that somehow we have overwhelming response. I do not have to raise my price in order for us to make that extra, I would say, profit from it. Because honestly, whatever that's given to us, okay, now, okay, like it's more than what we anticipated. So that's why this trip, when we are in Nepal, we are just planning for more things to be given to all the participants. That's all, okay? So we are still honoring the very, very first price, which is USD 2580, if I'm not mistaken. Someone please check for me and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So that's the very initial price. So if you are still signing up now, okay, for the remaining only 8 person, okay, we are only in a way honoring, okay, this particular price itself. But when it comes to Mutina, okay, we have one of the best resort in Mutina, which is Law Mustang, all right? They only have 28 rooms, if I'm not mistaken, all right? So these 28 rooms itself are reserved for the first 30 to sign up. So for the first 30 who sign up, okay, you will honor it with this 28 rooms. The rest of the people, as I mentioned during the briefings, right, you will get other resorts. It's not bad. You have heater, okay, you have hot water, and every day you have jeep to, in a way, bring you to this particular main anchored resort, where all of us will do rituals there. Our dinner will be there. Our breakfast will be there. You will be, in a way, chauffeured every day to this particular Law Mustang Resort in Mutina. That's the only difference. The rest of the things are all the same. The only thing is Mutina, only the first 30. The last 2 of the first 30 is Yvonne Yap, okay, and Ui. All right, so these are the priorities, okay, who take this particular, okay. The rest, they will stay at the secondary resort. They are also very good resorts, okay, but all food, all meals will be conducted. It means that the whole entire resort, it is big, okay. With the whole entire resort, we book up the things, okay. We have rituals there. We have, like, in a way, workshops, exercises, and all these things will be done in this major resort itself. So the price is still USD 2580. Okay, so we have not raised the price, all right, because I do not need to raise the price because we are given more than we expected. We are very, very blessed of that. All right. So now, remember, a Sacred Souls journey is all about experiences in life. Throughout the journey, it's not only a holiday, but throughout the journey itself, okay, there will be briefings prior to it, okay, where you'll be sent a replay, and upcoming there will be briefings as well, where we will guide you to focus and have awareness towards your lessons in life. All right, whatever things that unfold in our life itself are merely lessons for us to learn, to understand, so that we can learn it and resolve the pattern, dissolve it. So any of these lessons which is unlearned, not learned, without awareness, without focus, okay, with denial, people are avoiding to learn the lessons, the patterns will repeat itself, okay? So the purpose of the whole entire soul's journey is not only going for a holiday, but we also want to see and learn what are the lessons, okay, right, in our life itself, through the experiences that we experience, and also through the emotions that will pop up through us, right? And then we will choose again and again with the awareness to learn these lessons so that we can keep dissolving the lessons itself, okay? Or if not learned it, it will become repeated pattern, okay? So that is the purpose of the soul's journey. And this year's soul's journey, okay, right, through Nepal itself is starting officially on the 11th of October, okay, right, ending on the 20th of October, okay. It's a 10 days, 9 nights. Just now I mentioned the price of 2,580 are all inclusive except visa, okay, to Nepal, except tips to guides, okay, and except 2 private pujas, okay, that we have arranged. I don't want to disclose more, okay. We have arranged 2 private pujas, and these 2 private pujas itself together, it will not cost more than 200 ringgit. So most likely it's like 200 ringgit per person for 2 private pujas and additional tips to the guides itself is not included. Other than that, everything is included from Nepal onwards. It means that your international flight ticket, not included. But your domestic flight ticket or your jeep transport or meals, okay, unlimited water supplies daily except for your wine, brandy, whiskeys, everything, you have to pay your own, all right? So all these are included as well as the best hotel as we can in a way arrange. I've actually seen the 5-star hotel, eventually it was Sheraton, okay? Sheraton, Hyatt and all that, and decided because I've looked at Hyatt, I loved it, the place is good, the special arrangement for us is very good, and we've decided to actually conduct it in the Grand Hyatt. All right, so yeah, so if you're interested, please, okay, right, WhatsApp, okay, right, this number, right, ask more about it, inquire more about it, because I just wish to have 8 more students, okay? So if you somehow feel that you are called for the trip, if Nepal have always been in your bucket list, all right, and you want to visit it not like just any other tourist, but you want a more deeper and more meaningful, okay, way to visit this, okay, sacred place itself, okay, from the astrological and the metaphysical perspective, okay, please do join us this October 11 up to 20th into the sacred journey through Nepal, okay, 2024. Yeah, that's all, basically. Are we done? Yes. All right. So thank you so much, okay? And of course, there's a few announcements, right? I'm very, very glad, okay, to share with you, okay, that this coming Sunday, all right, we have, this is an ongoing thing, again, thanks to our long-term collaboration partner, J Group, Jennifer Yap, okay, who again supported us on this live in-person event. All right, so this event, I think we already have like quite a number of signups, but I also want to, in a way, like throw it out, okay, to all our like followers here, our friends over here. If you so happen to be in KL, this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., KL Wellness City, okay, which is near like Bukit Jalil Pavilion, okay? So this is a free event, right? You just need to scan on the QR code or click onto the link, okay, to register for it. It's totally free. Lunch will be provided first come, first serve. Okay, so please be early, okay, if you want to stay on the whole entire session. Now, this is the best timing, okay, not so much on like so much talking or sharing, okay. There will be mainly are all practical workshops, right, okay. Intimate booth sharing, okay, you can come to me, go to Kong Yu or go to Joston, Nicole, anyone of part of the team itself, okay. We have like some volunteers of our senior students, okay. We have like a lot of different booths giving like tarot reading, parcel reading, face reading, okay. We have sound therapy, okay. We have tuning fork therapy going on as well. All right, so if you really want to experience what wellness is in terms of metaphysical point of view, this is the best time for you to experience. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your colleagues, whoever that feel that currently probably you are going through like a lot of stress in life. Okay, right now that you're going through a lot of like ups and downs, mainly downs, okay, very seldomly up, okay, and you're wondering like what's wrong energetically or whatever, you want a reattunement, okay, you want to recharge yourself, come to this, okay, 30th of June happening this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in person. This is an in-person program, okay, at KL Wellness City. Right, if you're a graduate of Soleil Trinity, okay, you want to come here to showcase yourself, showcase your talent, you want to also try, okay, probably using your singing bowl, okay, all right, onto your, some people, helping them, guiding them as well. You're more than welcome to contact Nicole, right, at our WhatsApp number to volunteer yourself, okay. If I recognize you, I remember your performance in our class and whatsoever, and I think you're ready, okay, to in a way be included as our volunteer consultant, okay, to gain more experience, okay, I will then in a way accept you and welcome you as part of the volunteer team on this Sunday, 30th June as well, okay. So these are the venue sponsors, and also we have a lot of like partner sponsors as well, and of course the main sponsors is definitely J Group, okay, and Jennifer Yap, because without them, all of this particular, like I would say, events will just not come true because you know me lah. Okay, to me it's like oh don't bother so much.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah.
She said hello on one of our pages. as
Oh,
well.
is it? Jennifer
So,
is
but I'm
there?
not sure whether she's still around.
All right.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah. Okay. So
Thank you,
really,
Jennifer.
come to this. This is free. Okay. Bring people here. Bring your children here. Bring your friends here. Okay. Right. In a way, try to understand more about what wellness is in terms of metaphysics. All right. Next, we also have coming up. Okay, our mid-year event, mid-year talk. Okay. So this is an online event happening 13th of June, full day 10 to
July.
5. Oh, sorry. 13th of July, okay, 10 to 5, okay, p.m. This is online, and now it is 50 ringgit. I know many of you have bought tickets to it, but just in case some of you have missed this and you want to join us to know how to navigate yourself through the second half of 2024, in case you have not, in a way, ready to jump through that magical gate as a koi or as a carp yet, okay, to be that mystical dragon. So do join us, okay, this 13th July to see what else can be done, what to prepare, okay, for the second half of the year itself. This is 50 ringgit, okay, and you can scan on the QR code or click onto the link and buy the tickets and join us, and replay is available, all right? And we have one more, okay, one more physical workshop. All this thanks to our new appointed business partner, not only that, but marketing director. It's like, I also don't know what's going on, you know. And this is only part of it. Besides this also, we have like many things going on, okay, other than that. So this is the first time ever, okay, right, sound experience on water. All right, I know a number of you have signed up, okay. If I'm not mistaken, we have 3 more seats. Was it 3 more seats? Okay, we have 3 more, okay. All right, so okay, if you have not signed up, if you're called to it, this is in person, Kinrara Golf Club swimming pool, okay, right in Puchong, right. This is 180 ringgit. All right, so do join us for this session itself for a total relaxation and rejuvenation on water itself, where as you are lying down on the pool of water, there will be again sound orchestra or sound experience running through you to rejuvenate you, to do cleansing upon you as well. All right, so this one, Siyi, I know you have signed up, okay, together with your son, if I'm not mistaken. But Siyi, if you're still there, please, okay, join us in Nepal. All right, so I guess that's all right.
Yes, that's all for tonight.
Yeah, that's all for tonight. Thank you so much, okay, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Really, for those of you, if you listen to this Facebook Live, you feel connected to the calling of Nepal and the sacred place and the magical energy there, or simply you just want to understand it's like why, in terms of a feng shui perspective, this place is like so magical, right? Okay, so do join us, okay, for this sacred journey through Nepal, happening from October 11 up to October 20th. Okay. All right, for further information, you can WhatsApp Nicole onto our company number, okay? And yeah, looking forward to see you soon. Gary, I'm so looking forward to see you. But before that, I will see you in Song Yen. Okay, I will see you and Angelina in Song Yen. And then I'll see you in Nepal. And I'll see you in Egypt. Okay, all right. So Brian, looking
Wonderful.
forward to see everyone there. Let it be a well-being gathering too. Okay, yeah.
Sunday,
All right. So yeah, this Sunday. All right. So yeah, looking forward to see all of you. Thank you so much. Okay. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you Sunday. Bye.